Hello everyone and welcome to the episode of Papa for Idols. We start with the band's debut album Brutalism. Released in 2017, it will come out through Bally and Partisan Records and it was produced by Space. So we covered most of the background already for the very brief history. The band did a lot of touring, eventually found the right label in Partisan and promoted this album with some really good singles. Now the first song on the album is not one of those singles and it's titled Heel Heel, as in H-E-E-L then slash then H-E-A-L, and it's just a really great way to lay out the groundwork. The instrumental stuff already has this bursting, almost frantic energy to it without going too overboard. The lyrical themes were inspired by the women in singer Joel Talbot's life, using themes of love, self-reflection and self-help. I mean, the cover even has a picture of his mother who passed during the album's recording process. The performances are great, with Talbot yelping his heart out with some really earnest emotion and the band in general just putting the sweat and heart into their work. The production is rock solid with a really nice dissonance, keeping a really raw feel to everything and adding quite a bit of depth. The structuring is just really great post-punk structuring, really strong build-ups and a frantic energetic pacing that really keep things going. My favourite song goes to Mother. Brutalism is a brilliant starting point with tons of balance, hard work and some really brutal honesty that just pays off buckets. Next is the band's second album, Joy as an Act of Resistance. Released in 2018, it was released through Partisan without the Bally this time and it was produced by Space again. So after Brutalism, the band got to tour with some small bands like the Maccabees and the Foo Fighters, whoever they are. Besides that though, they didn't really waste a lot of time getting to this album. Said album starts with the song Colossus and from there this album is already the best album of 2018 that I've never put on my own list because it took me about a year after its release to even attempt it, and I'm sorry. Instrumentally, it's extremely versatile with bouncy and very punk riffs, amazing drum work and some solid bass grooves as well. The lyrics are biting, witty and open, talking about things like toxic masculinity, self-love, immigration, loss and British politics, all done wonderfully. The performances are fucking great, with each member shining wonderfully and putting their chemistry to brilliant effect. Honestly, they just play off of each other so damn well for this. The production is also great, adding so much with the technical direction, and the mixing makes it really pop out as well. The structuring is also fantastic, with the pacing being chaotic without feeling too overdone, showing great restraint in its overall frantic nature, but again, it just works. My favourite song goes to Danina Delco. Joy as an Act of Resistance is perfect! I love this thing and I'm so mad that I didn't catch up to it sooner. I'm still kicking myself over that. I know that was like 2 years ago, but still. And finally, we reached the band's third album, Ultra Mono, released in 2020. It would come out through Partisan again. It was produced by Adam Greenspan, Mark Bowen and Nick Lawney. So after Joy as an Act of Resistance came out, the band went on a big tour named after that album, even getting shortlisted for the Mercury Prize because of that album. After that would come this album, which starts with the song War, and yeah, this is a pretty solid establishment of Idol sound by this point. Instrumental work is more fast riffs, very versatile and slick as hell, combined with some really fast and really heavy drumming too. The lyrics cover things they already went over, as well as their newfound success and their attempts to wind their necks in during that, and I do appreciate that they do try and keep, they keep themselves in line with this. The performances are again great, with Joe Talbot's clean singing again improving and everyone else just sounding in typical top form, as you would expect. The production is again solid, capturing the mood of the album really well and feeling really honest as well as cleaning up when it needs to. It's probably the cleanest sounding album on that front, but it's still really, really raw and organic too. The structuring is great as well, with more restraint when needed and a pretty good through line of its main sound that mixes the pacing up wonderfully and doesn't really get boring. My favourite song goes to A Hymn. Ultra Mono may not hold up fully to prior works, but it's still amazing and it gives me hope for whatever they wind up dropping next. I'm super excited. And that's it, all 3 albums for Idols, all done and dusted. This was another fun one to do, and even though I wasn't blind going in, I'm not going to complain about listening to more good music like what they've dropped. The next episode will take a bit longer, as I'll be covering Norwood, Ontario's own 3 Days Grace as requested by my good friend Warlock. That's 6 albums to go through, so that is going to take a bit. As for what's next from me, well, I'm going to be looking to get up the PBW vs AVW episodes up tonight because the pay-per-view is on Friday. And oh yeah, I've got a pay-per-view on Friday, Harsh Environment, looking forward to putting that up. Last night's stream was a hell of a banger, had some really, really good matches. Those tag matches were all wonderful. And yeah, I'll see you, in Twitch form on Friday. And if I can get it done before then, maybe in Music of the Week reviewing video form on Friday if I can get the other 4 albums reviewed that I've got to review. But that's for then. As for now, can't wait to see you all on Friday. As always, thank you for watching, you're awesome. Goodbye.